Alright, looks like I'm recording. Yeah. Got on the bench right now A1466 2017 MacBook Air 13-inch. Customer said the backlight's not working, and I found out why. It's a pretty straightforward fix. Right here is the backlight circuit. Here's the LED driver chip right here, and I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm trying to zoom in or get closer. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of corrosion and nastiness all around all the capacitors and stuff, and the LED driver itself is damaged. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all that stuff with the hot air station and fix it. To get a donor board first. 0065. A box of donors. And another box of LED drivers. First things first, though, we're going to go ahead and remove this whole area. I'm going to put the microscope in the way so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, I've got to turn the wind up a little more. We're just going to wipe all the stuff off this area. Replace everything. Clean it and replace everything. I want to make sure all these pads are in good condition and got no corrosion around anything. If we do, we'll take care of it. We'll just get rid of all of it. Come on. Alright. So we got rid of the whole entire backlight circuit. Blue capacitor over here. It's got so many nicks and stuff in the desk now. I can't tell if it's something's a nick or if it's an actual component. Move this other computer. I have another no backlight that I just fixed. So we'll just put all this in the trash. Bye bye. Bye bye bad circuit. Now, ouch, the board's hot. That's what it looks like now. We removed, oops, that's probably a little too close. We removed the backlight driver and all the components around it, so we're going to go ahead and clean that whole area up. Put some fresh flux and solder down there, and we'll clean that whole area up, make sure it's nice and clean. Got no missing pads. The feedback pin or the feedback pad doesn't look too great right now. I'm hoping I don't have to run a wire. Guess I'll see in a minute if I have to run a wire to fix that. Don't really want to, but that's part of the job, so I will. We're just going to clean this whole area. Get all the corrosion and stuff off of here. Make sure we have a nice happy backlight circuit. Oh, dang. Zoom in. I have to clean it real quick and reflux because there's a lot of dirt and nastiness there. Yep, the feedback pad's gone. That's not good. Darn it. But that's okay. We can work with it. Not an ideal scenario, but we can deal with it. Alright, we're going to do a little more flux and a little more solder. Make sure this area is good and clean and free of any corrosion. I want this board to have a nice backlight when it's done. Nice bright backlight. No problems. Alright. Go ahead and wick all that solder away, clean it up again, and see what we're dealing with. Suck up all that solder I put down. Okay. All right. Take some IPA here and clean it up again. Looks like the trace that goes to the other side of the board is there. So I may be able to scrape away the mask and put a little wire under there or something. I don't know. It's gonna be a pain because there's a solder ball on the LP8550 on the backlight driver, and I'd hate for it to get all deformed and try to attach to that by itself. It might cause problems in the future. The best thing we can do is scrape that solder mask and build a little pad with the copper wire. Alright, there we go. Let's see what that looks like now. And that's with it. All cleaned up. You can see things all nice and shiny. is cleaned up, but there's one solder pad that's missing that I'm gonna have to run a trace for and fix it. But that's okay. Yeah. So anyway, I'm not going to bore you with all that stuff. This is not really a how-to tutorial. This is just kind of me showing you a slightly more complicated backlight repair. And I say only that because now pin 5 or ball 5, the feedback ball that basically talks to the U7701 and says, hey, you're putting out enough voltage or not enough voltage. It's like talking to itself, seeing how much voltage it's putting out, and if it's not putting out enough, you know, it up it the voltage, and if it's too little, it'll boost it. But without that, it doesn't know how much voltage it's putting out to the LEDs on the screen, so it's not going to work because it has no idea what it's doing. So without that little solder pad there, the backlight is not going to work. So anyway, I'm going to stop this video because I like to take my time and repair that, and sometimes it can take a minute, and I don't want to bore you by not talking. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that, and I'll come back when I'm done and show you the results.